Hey, what's up, guys? Mayhem here. Going to do a football picks video again. I had a pretty decent response for last week's. I thought I did pretty well, actually. For my college picks, I was 12 wins with 4 losses. And for my pro picks, I was 14 wins with 1 loss, with my only loss being Seattle lost to the Rams. That was the only loss I had in the NFL. But had a few comments, had a few views. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. I like it. I just want to see where I stand. If I actually get pretty good at this, I'm gonna start betting on the shit. So try to win some money. But here we go. We'll start with college football tonight. We got number 13 USC at Utah. I'll pick USC here. Shouldn't really be no problem for them. All right, now we're on the Saturday games. This is in no particular order. These are top 25 games, no particular order. It's just the way I wrote them down. Number 24, Northwestern Wildcats at Penn State. I'm picking Northwestern here. I think they go to Penn State and just roll them. Next up, we got University of University of Connecticut at number 22, Rutgers. It's a Big East matchup. I have to go with Rutgers here. Don't really know much about either team. Take the home field advantage. Next up, Big 12 matchup, Kansas at number 7, Kansas State. I think Kansas State's a pretty damn good team. Coach Snyder's got them back where they need to be, so I'm going to take Kansas State here. SEC matchup, number 20, Mississippi State at Kentucky. I guess I have to take Mississippi State here just because Kentucky really isn't known for a strong football program. May have been decent in the past, but Mississippi State wins. Next up, Pac-12, Arizona at number 18, Stanford. All right, I picked both of these teams to win last week, and they both lost. Surprisingly, the Stanford lost to Washington, but I'm going to have to pick Stanford in this one. I think Stanford's just all around, offensively and defensively, they're pretty solid. I know Arizona's got a high power, scored a lot of points offense, but home field advantage for Stanford. I'll have to take Stanford here. Next up, Big 12 matchup, number 17, Oklahoma at Texas Tech. Oklahoma wins this, no problem. Next up, we got an ACC matchup, Georgia Tech at number 15, Clemson. Go Clemson. Pick Clemson. Big 12 matchup, Iowa State at number 15, TCU. I believe we'll have to go with TCU here just because they got ties to my Bengal quarterback, Andy Dalton. And I just found out today that starting in 2018, Ohio State and TCU is going to play a home-and-home series, with the first game being at TCU in 2018. So go Horned Frogs. This is a tough one right here. SEC matchup, number 4 LSU at number 10 Florida. Well, I was kind of torn on this one. I think LSU's good, and I think Florida's still trying to figure out who they are. But I was watching Big Ten Network in there a little bit ago, and 2 of the 3 guys picked Florida to win this. So I'm going to make it 3 out of 4. I'm going to pick Florida. This game's at Florida, at the Swamp. Florida's top 10 ranked this year. This could be the makings for Florida to handle LSU, so I'll pick Florida, even though I hate both of these teams vividly. Okay, next up is a Pac-12 matchup, Washington State at number 14, Oregon State. I'll have to pick the Beavers. Here's a good one, Big 12 matchup, number 8, West Virginia, coming off 70 points last week, at number 11, Texas. I have to pick West Virginia. I think that West Virginia has too much offense for Texas. So if Texas can play some defense and slow them down, that could be a different game. But I don't know if Texas's defense can slow down West Virginia. So I'm going to pick the Mountaineers here. Here's another big matchup in the SEC. With all these top 10 matchups in the SEC, number 5 Georgia at number 6 South Carolina. Well, the big thing this week was Georgia lost their top wide receiver or something. So at South Carolina, I don't know who to pick here, but I'm going to pick South Carolina. I think Georgia's decent. They're a good team, but I think South Carolina's got a better running game, and that's ultimately the way. The running game, you control the clock, control the tempo of the game if you got a good running game. So, South Carolina. All right, next up is Miami at number 9, Notre Dame. The way Notre Dame's been playing and the way their schedule's set up, Notre Dame's going to be sitting in the spot to be playing in the BCS coming into the season, so go Irish. Next up is an ACC matchup. Number 3, Florida State at NC State. Like I said earlier, I think Florida State's a legit title contender, so picking the Noles here. Pac-12 matchup. Number 25, UCLA at Cal. I haven't saw UCLA play this year. I saw Cal play when they played Ohio State. They played Ohio State tough. At Cal, I'm going to pick Cal here. Another Pac-12 matchup. Number 23, Washington, fresh off their Stanford upset at number 2, Oregon. Another one of these, Oregon has too much offense for them, so I'm picking the Ducks. And the last one here is number 21, Nebraska at number 12, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Well, of course I'm going to pick my Buckeyes. Go Buckeyes. OH! All right, that's it for the college picks. We're getting to the pro picks now. Game tonight, NFL Network. Cardinals at Rams. Cardinals are 4-0. I think they'll be 5-0 after this game, so picking the Cardinals. All right, starting off with Sunday's matchups. Miami Dolphins at my Cincinnati Bengals. Go Bengals. Bengals will beat the Dolphins. They beat Jacksonville last week. They're 3-1, looking to go 4-1, trying to gain some ground in the division, get a leg up a little bit. At home, hopefully the Bengals will rock out those orange unis this week. I love them. So, hoo-day. Go Bengals. All right, next up, Cleveland at New York Giants. Cleveland's going to play Giants tough, but I think Giants will win by 7 or less. So I picked the Giants. Next game, Green Bay at Indianapolis. I need Aaron Rodgers to fucking do something. I wasted a number 1 draft pick with him in my fantasy league, and he has not done shit for me. So hopefully this is the game he gets it done. I like the Colts, but I'm picking the Packers. Go Pack. Next up, we got Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. I'll never pick Pittsburgh, hardly ever at all, because I'm a Bengals fan. I hate Pittsburgh, but I think the Eagles are too much. They have too many weapons on offense, and Pittsburgh's going to have some guys back this week, but, you know, they've been out. Harrison's been out all year. Polamalu's missed the last 2 games. I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to pick the Eagles. Next up, we got the 4-0 Atlanta Falcons at RG3 and the Washington Redskins. Let's go Falcons here, for sure. Next up is Baltimore at Kansas City. Baltimore win this game. They got too good a defense. I'll slow down Jamal Charles in that running game. Chicago at Jacksonville. Dude, I told you Chicago would kick Dallas's ass, and they did. Chicago will kick Jacksonville's ass. Bears win. This is an intriguing matchup, I think. Seattle at Carolina. So I thought Seattle was better, and then they lost to the Rams last week. So I'm going to pick the Panthers here. Cam Newton should have it. I think Cam Newton will have a big day. Next game is Buffalo Bills at the 49ers. 49ers are like, they're for real, man. So I picked 49ers here. Next up, Peyton Manning and the Broncos at Tom Brady and the Pats. My instincts tell me Patriots here, just for the track record of what Tom Brady's done versus Peyton Manning, but this is a completely different deal. So I'm gonna pick the Broncos. I think the Pats are kind of, yeah, they had a big offensive output last week against Buffalo, but yeah, they was playing Buffalo, so close game. They always are between those two guys. So I'm going to pick Peyton this time. Go Broncos. Next up, we got the Titans at the Vikings. I picked Titans here. I don't think I picked Minnesota last week to beat Detroit, and thankfully I was right on that. But the only thing that really got Minnesota over was the 2 special teams touchdowns. If they can repeat a performance like that, then yeah, they'll be all right. But I think Tennessee, Matt Hasselbeck's going to be starting quarterback this week. I think they'll take care of it. All right, your Sunday night game, San Diego at New Orleans. Dude, New Orleans is 0-4, and they need a win in the worst way. Drew Brees is looking to break Unitas' record for most consecutive games with a touchdown. I think New Orleans gets it done, pick up win number 1. And then your Monday night game is the Houston Texans at the New York Jets. Why the New York Jets are on Monday Night Football, it must only be because of Tim Tebow. And I'd say Tim Tebow will probably get in this game, but it'll be too late, and Texans will win this game. Texans are probably the top team in the AFC, in my opinion. So those are my picks for the week. Let me know how you feel, what you picked different or whatever. See if I can improve off last week's numbers. I think these college games this week are a lot tougher to pick because there's a bunch of top 10 matchups. So let me know what you think, and send me comments, whatever. But thanks for watching, guys. See you.